So let's try to consider breaking the exam down into smaller parts. So, our big fear, pelvic exam. But that's not just one thing. It's also the anticipation leading up to the appointment, the waiting room, putting on the gown, the actual exam, and then there's the aftermath of the exam. So, with EMDR, you can target each part separately, helping to make it more manageable. Another tool is rehearsal. So, practicing phrases like stop, I need a break, let's slow down. This gives your body a signal that you are in control and that you can respond instead of just reacting. I invite you to take a moment and consider other areas of your life that you practice using these phrases, if at all. Is the medical office the only time you feel this level of anxiety and panic? Can these phrases and skills be transferable to other areas of your life? Another way to think about this: when was the last time your body felt completely out of control? Imagine how it would feel if you could give it back some choice. That's what we're aiming for here: a sense of agency over your own body. Practicing that agency outside of the room, that the medical room where you have all this anxiety. If this seems difficult to imagine, you're not alone. So let's tackle the part that keeps so many people awake at night: rumination. Ruminating about a pelvic exam months in advance is exhausting. And honestly, it's no wonder that this listener and many other people avoid their appointments. One tool I recommend is a time bound worry practice. You might have even heard of this before. So maybe a few times a week, thinking about the exam, 10, 15 minutes max. Set a timer on your phone if you need to. Write down your fears, then deliberately shift your attention elsewhere. So, this is an option that can keep the worry from taking over your entire life. If you're going through EMDR, you are likely also going to be developing skills such as a container, which is a very similar practice where you're learning how to put things away until you can access them again later, right? So, this is not about like toxic positivity. These things are not going away necessarily, but we are having specific times, maybe specific places where we are going to commit to thinking about them and maybe action planning. So during the appointment itself, grounding anchors are your friend. Maybe some music, holding a small object in your hand, focusing on slow, measured breaths. These tools won't erase the discomfort completely, right? I'm not going to lie to you. But they will give your nervous system a steady point to hold on to. Something else to consider: how are you thinking about this? So rather than something is being done to me, try this is something that I'm choosing for myself. This very subtle change in framing makes a big difference. As I tell my clients all the time, the things that we tell ourselves matter. The narrative in our head matters, right? People say sticks and stones may break my bones, but words may never hurt me. It's a lie. I mean, it's a cute rhyme, but it's not true. The words matter, and the things that we tell ourselves matter. Additionally, provider choice matters also. Do your due diligence when searching for a provider. So, you would do best with a trauma informed provider. Perhaps call ahead, ask about breaks, and let them know your needs. When your provider aligns with your needs, the experience can feel safer, even if it's still uncomfortable. To provide some self disclosure, as a Black woman, I always feel safer when my provider is also a Black woman, especially given the disparities in our healthcare system that disproportionately affect the mortality rate of Black women. Don't disparage yourself or allow others to make you feel bad for searching for or asking for what you want and need to feel secure.